This playthrough is rated T for teen.
Now it's time to commit some crimes. Greetings and salutations, viewers. Vauldemare back here with another episode of Syberia II. In the last episode, we finally got down to the bottom area, which that one guy, I forgot his name already, would call the lesser beings, the not rights, or any other form to say they're not as good as he was, even though he's stuck up where he is and getting overshadowed by like a voice box and telling us about whatever. Anyway, we're not really committing crimes, but we're gonna go inside places we're not supposed to be going because dangerous people here. Let's see if we can get that coal that we need. Well, luckily this isn't like some old adventure games where you have to secretly sneak around and everything like that. If you don't press the right button, you lose. It's just if I go over there to talk to him, obviously I'm gonna get caught possibly. But what's that? Something's staring at me in that box. It behooves me to check. What the? Looks like a dog of some sort. Let's see.
Hey, no! No! Ah! You clam brain blubber bag! Wait till I catch you!
Good boy. Actually, I'm not even sure. That looks like just a dog, but it almost looks like a seal or something like that, even though it's not a seal, obviously. But anyway, let's take a look around since he's busy catching that. Oh, his companion is asleep, so lucky for us. Oh, we can also grab some gas as well. Nice. We're just going to swap it out, huh? Well, I wasn't even thinking about that at the time, but hey, why not? That'll work. So now we got hopefully a full jerry can of gas. What's this?
Yuck, this machinery stinks to high heaven.
Stinks indeed. Let's see what else is in here. Although it did have a little thing on to where we can interact with it. Maybe we need something else to do that. But anyway, good thing this guy's asleep, our simple friend over here.
Excuse me, sir? Are you sleeping?
Well, now he's not. Thanks.
What? What do you want?
I've got a little something to say to your brother.
Ivan, he, leave me all alone here. My brother, abandoned me.
God, how I pity you, Igor.
Dumb animal! All the cash it might have brought me gone up in smoke!
There is Ivan. Ivan will be happy to see you. You know, go, Missy.
What? You let the Yankee leave? You are a Yuki Brain, Igor. A lunch sack Yuki Brain.
That was a close call.
Well, hopefully we got what we needed. Then, yeah, this is one of those games where you don't have, like, what's the word? You can't have a fail-safe where it's, or you can't have a point in the game where you can't go back, you know? Like, you can't mess something. If you need to get something, we can find a way back in there, so. Okay, so we got the jerry can. So let's see if that's enough to, for our next journey. If not, we can look elsewhere for other things. No, right, I keep forgetting I can double-click and run. Okay, where? I was like over here. There we go. Alright, let's put some oil gasoline. Ah, drink. Now we have all we need. Let's start this thing up.
Got a full tank now.
Let's push the button. Let's see if it'll get us our precious coal. Well, something's happening, sort of.
The generator's working. Now I just have to get the coal up there.
Well, let's see. What am I missing? What happens if we press that button again? That turns it off.
No point doing that. No point doing that.
I guess at this point we could activate the.
No point doing that.
Okay, can't grab the canister anymore. So I assume it can never run out of oil, so.
The generator's working. Now I just have to get the coal up there.
I wonder if I have to start the machine now at this point. Well, let's see. And I don't think there's anything... Actually, let me go... There wasn't a back way to this, is there? No, I think it just goes back to that one area so we can go back up. So we got the... Hopefully that's what we need to do anyway. Let's see if that works, though. Up. Up you go, Kate. Get that coal for our precious train, otherwise Oscar will bug us to death. And we don't want that now, do we? Oh, right. There. Yeah, we didn't even hear the machine going off in the background, so it's got to work now. So let's see if it works. I don't think there's anything I have to actually do for that. No. Success.
Kate Walker! Kate Walker! Something terrible has happened.
Oh,
Calm
great.
down, Oscar. What's happened?
Mr. Vauldemare has disappeared.
What?
He was in the train, and now he isn't.
Don't panic, Oscar. He can't have gotten far. I'll go and round him up.
He is not in the best of health, Kate Walker. And it is so cold.
I know, but calm yourself down. I'll go and look for him right away.
Of course, as soon as we figure out the way to get out of this place, something else has to happen. It's never simple for Kate, is it? Nope, can't just leave. Can't just do one simple thing. You know, it's not like they designed this whole town to be, you know, investigated with or anything like that. So, no, it's like some things have changed since. See who this person is. Oh, we can't talk to him. Okay, cool. Actually, let's go inside the. I was actually thinking for a second. I was like, let's go in the shop and see if we can ask him. Obviously, I have a pretty good idea where he's going, but let's take a look around. Let's ask him, see if he's seen Mr. Vauldemare.
Colonel?
What is it now, little miss?
Little Miss Walker.
Colonel, I've repaired your coal machine, and I've managed to open the gate.
This time I'll turn a blind eye. But you have violated state-registered property, Miss Walker. Maintenance won't like it, that's for sure. But then again, we see them so rarely these days. Anyway, you won't get any trouble from me.
We get in trouble for doing their jobs for them. You think they'd just appreciate that? They're like, yeah, we don't have to do work.
I'm looking for a friend of mine. You wouldn't have seen him by any chance?
Sorry, I have not seen anyone.
Or you haven't chose not to see anyone.
My friend Hans got out of the train without telling me.
You mean he disobeyed orders?
He's not so young anymore. And our driver is a stickler for the rules. Passengers should not just get off the train for no reason. We have a long journey to make.
It's true your driver did seem a bit, how would you say, uptight.
Excuse me, Colonel, but I have to go out for a while.
Do what you have to do, Miss Walker.
All right, well, let's go find us a Hans. Wait, didn't it take us a whole previous game to find Hans Vauldemare in the first place? Oh God. No, I think it won't be as bad as that, but that makes me laugh when you think about that. You're like, oh right. All right, time to talk to everyone, see where he is. Oh, I thought a cutscene activated for some reason, or something was going on. I was like, wait, what?
Weird vehicle.
Weird. Nah, it probably won't play any importance. I don't know why I checked on that again. That was silly. Let's ask Mishka. Or, was it Mishka?
Would you have a second you could spare?
Oh, so you're still here then?
Yeah, where's Hans? Swear to me, where is he?
Malka, have you seen my friend Hans? He's not in great shape. I've got to find him.
The little man? Yes, I've seen him. He's kind. He told me about mammoths and faraway places.
So you have seen Hans. Where is he?
He went to Circo's place. He said, I'm just going to drop in on an old friend.
I'm gonna see what I can find further on. Thanks, Malka.
As you like, Kate Walker.
It was Malka. I don't know why I forgot her. I know it started with an M, so an old friend. What? I bet he built Circos' contraption or whatever. He seems to have built everything around here.
Oh, Hans. Hans?
Mammoth. Syberia. Oh.
I didn't know if that deserved a cutscene, but hey, okay. Yeah, what were those two guys doing in the background there? Hopefully they're not going to be reoccurring characters. Anyway, Hans, how are you doing?
How's it going?
Father, Hans doesn't want to stay in the attic anymore. What happened? It's not his fault.
In the previous, for those who forgot, in the previous game, like, you could read through the journal about him and his family or whatever, and after what happened to him when he bumped his head and became who he was, his father would keep him locked up and stuff like that, and try to keep him from, because he wanted him to run the family business but didn't want to, and kept him locked up. Yeah, anyway, it's messed up.
How's it going?
Your brother's a good-for-nothing imbecile, Anna. You hear me? A feeble idiot.
Man, his father's abuse, it was one of those cases where the father was sort of good man, but then it just came all crashing down in later years, that type of thing.
How's it going?
Syberia.
At least his obsession's back.
How's it going?
Father, Hans doesn't want to stay in...
Okay, he's repeating, so. Can we move while Hans is out? It's hard to say. Anything we click on here? Nope. Okay. Let's go talk to Oscar and see what our next objective is. Perhaps as is not...
Kate Walker, what does all this mean?
I don't know, Oscar. Hans has had a kind of fit, a kind of delirium. His health isn't exactly 100% right now.
Why, that's simply awful, Kate Walker. We must do something. Things cannot go on like this.
Please, calm down. I'll see what I can do.
Okay, Kate Walker, but do hurry.
Does that mean we can't start the vehicle while he's in this condition? Well, maybe it's a whole case of we don't want him being moved about unnecessarily, despite the fact it being a train and all. I don't remember the train being particularly shaky, but who knows? Alright, well, let's see what we need to do now. Wait, I was thinking I had to go inside, but let me talk to Oscar again. Maybe he can give us a bit more idea about what to do next.
Oscar?
Are you still here, Kate Walker? Mr. Vorarlberg needs you terribly. Please do not procrastinate.
Well, I'll help him. Just hold on.
Hans isn't feeling so great, Oscar. You've got to help me treat him.
I do not have sufficient knowledge of human mechanics. The human body presents a somewhat complex system, Kate Walker.
Okay. Of course I understand. I'll try to find someone competent.
Please do hurry, Kate Walker. Hans Vorarlberg seems to be running out of steam.
As soon as I find help, I'll come back, Oscar.
Well, there's no doctor in town, but they say back in the day monks used to study a bit of everything, so perhaps one of the monks at the monastery over there would be able to help us. Perhaps that's our next objective.
Oscar, is this the first time that Mr. Vorarlberg has had an illness like this?
I don't know Mr. Vorarlberg any more than you do, Kate Walker. I am only an automaton after all. A machine born of creative genius. The feeling of concern I feel for my creator at this precise moment is merely the result of a wheelwork combination designed to produce just this effect.
I don't like it when you talk like that, Oscar.
I don't know why that just made me laugh. I guess just getting Kate exasperated is hilarious to me or something.
If we go now, Oscar, we're sure to find someone who can help us on the way.
Nothing of the sort, Kate Walker. The rest of our journey is long and perilous. What will we do if we encounter no help along the way?
I guess you're right.
Alright then.
Oscar, I should go try and get help in this town.
Sadly, Kate Walker, there is clearly no doctor here.
There must be someone. What do people do here when they're sick? Right. I'm going to look for help.
Yes, do hurry up, Kate Walker.
Well, there's two things people do when they get sick in a town like this. They either just get over it somehow, be the human body or whatever, or they die. Will Hans be one of them? Hopefully not. We spent a whole game trying to find this guy. It can't be the same, can it? Yeah, let's talk to our favorite colonel and see if he can give us a clue where to go. Although I have a pretty good idea.
Colonel, please, can you help me?
What can I do for you, Miss Walker?
Well, help.
I want to go up to the monastery, but it's so cold outside. Would you have some warm clothes to loan me?
Maybe so. I might find what you want up in the attic. I'll get the ladder out.
I'll pay you for what I use, of course.
Don't you worry, Kachuchka. You're a true ray of sunshine in this dusty old shop. And we don't see sunshine here every day.
They're trying to make Kate feel better. Well, I mean, she did help repair the cold thing, so why
You'll
not?
find something that'll fit you in the attic, I'm sure.
Oh, we could have done that. We
There
just
you
need...
go, miss. I can't climb up there anymore.
Well, for obvious reasons. But, can we ask him anything else?
Colonel, please, can you help me?
What can I do for you, Miss Walker?
Would you have something to treat a fever? My friend is sick.
I'm sorry. I sold my last pills last week.
Would pills even work anyway? I mean, it depends on the type of pills, I guess.
Is there a doctor around here, or a pharmacy or something?
Around these parts? That would surprise me. They say the monks up there can patch a man up. At least people around here go up there sometimes.
Thanks for all your help, Colonel.
The pleasure is all mine, Miss Walker.
Yeah, depending on where you were back in the day, and I'm talking about way back in the day, like one of the few learned men were either like nobility or the priesthood, because they were the ones who wrote all the books, because this is before the day of publishing. So someone had to do it by hand, and usually it was churches or monasteries that would do that. So usually they would read the books they were translating, so usually they would be a bit more knowledgeable than most people about it. Nowadays, obviously, it's not required to read to be knowledgeable, which is weird to say when you say it like that. But anyway, let's grab this obvious grabby thing. Might be a coat. We put our coat inside our coat.
Where to find someplace appropriate to slip into this?
Well, can't we just... Well, I guess go back to our room, or I assume the shower, because I think that's the only area we have that's like an obvious like private area. So let's go back into the train and slip into our garb. I assume it's not just a coat. It's got to be other things like inliners and stuff like that. But what do I know? We don't know. Actually, do we? I mean, this is one of those games where you don't really get to examine, or you can't really examine stuff like you do in other games. Other games there would be like a brief description on the item, or you can read from the character.
A bit of privacy, for once. Toasty, and not unelegant even.
You're looking closer and closer to Tomb Raider levels, Kate. Although this was made after Tomb Raider, so perhaps there was a bit of inspiration. But I like the look. But bye-bye are the ways of Kate's old New York outfit. Now we are into a true Russian, or Eastern Europe look. So, all right, we gotta get our way to the monastery. Let's see if anyone has any extra dialogue before we head out there. I didn't like the way that those two men were looking at us when Hans passed out. I have a bad feeling about that, but maybe it's just
Malka?
me.
Yes, Kate?
My friend Hans is very sick. He needs taking care of.
Oh, otherwise he's going to die, isn't he? Like Mama.
I don't know. He wants to get to the end of his journey so badly.
Sometimes that is not enough, Kate.
Yeah, sometimes if you want something so badly, the world sucks sometimes. I mean, this is supposed to be uplifting, right?
Tell me, do you know anyone who could help heal my friend Hans?
Circo has special tonics in his bar.
No, I need a real doctor.
Then you'll have to go to the monastery.
At least the kid tells it like it is.
I suppose there are monks at the monastery.
That's right. Monks with big black robes. They're really creepy.
There's nothing to be afraid of. As monks, they must be good men. And you tell me they can treat Hans?
The Patriarch is a stern old man. He won't treat your friend if you don't follow the monastery rules.
How do you know that, Malka?
He wouldn't look after Mama straight away, because of the rules. That's why she's dead.
I'm sorry, Malka.
So you're telling me we're gonna have to smash the patriarchy? Oh, I can't believe I said that with a straight face. Okay. Anyway, let's keep asking her questions.
Tell me.
How is it going?
Since he was really young, Hans has dreamed of a land called Syberia.
Syberia doesn't exist. It's just a story they tell kids to make them sleep. And I'm no kid anymore.
I believe the story, though, Malka.
So, you're going to have to help your friend, Cape.
Thank you for your help.
Come back and see me. I like you, Cape.
Well, for however long we're in this town anyway, well, you know, like previous Syberia games, we only have to do so much, and then we're on to the next town. Wham, bam, thank you, ma'am, type of situation. Now let's talk to Circo, see if he has any extra dialogue for us. I wonder if those two guys are in the here or not. Nope, they're not here. They're probably back at wherever they're at, so. Alright, Circos, got any info?
Howdy, Mr. Circos.
Good day to you, Miss Walker. How's our friend Hans Vorarlberg coming along?
Not great news.
Ah, well, if I can be of service, whatever you require, don't hesitate to shout.
Well, I'm gonna shout at you, about Hans.
Mr. Circos, I'm worried about Hans's health.
Dang, it's all my fault. Never should have asked him to do me that favor.
What do you mean, favor?
No major work or anything, just to get my wind-up Broncos back in again.
Oh, don't blame yourself. Hans was already ill before he came to see you. You've got nothing to do with it.
Or does he? Dun dun dun. No, he doesn't.
Tell me, Mr. Circos. It was you who took in that little girl Malka into your care, wasn't it?
I just couldn't bear to leave a little girl like that.
What happened to her mother?
Oh, a gypsy woman fleeing God knows what monkey business. She got here half dead and crazed with fever.
The monks helped her, isn't that right?
You could say that. When they stopped being high and mighty, they took her up to their monastery for treatment. But it was far too late for the poor girl. Them old crows make up their own rules. They'd leave a man to rot rather than get their habits dirty. I don't like 'em one bit, Miss Walker.
What rules are you talking about?
It's a phony old custom. To decide whether a dying man is actually dying at all, the patriarch of the monastery looks at the patient's face before deciding yay or nay.
But how? I don't understand.
They kind of make this print of the face on a piece of cloth, you know, like the Shroud of Jesus in the Bible.
Oh, yeah. It's been forever since I've heard that.
I must confess I don't really understand this Shroud story.
You'll see, just outside the village, the monks have put this kind of iron box. A box containing a pile of linen sheets. When you put one of these sheets over the face of the sick man, it has the curious property of soaking up all his sweat and juices. So effective it is that all the features of his face can be seen on the cloth.
And so the old patriarch looks to this print to form his diagnosis?
At least what he can judge is whether that face on the shroud is sick enough to get dragged up those rocks to the monastery and be treated by him.
I suppose anybody can take a cloth from the crate if he needs it?
You suppose wrong, Miss Walker. One person has charge of the distribution of the said shrouds, and that's Malka. She sure is proud of her position. The patriarch himself gave her the responsibility, and that kid ain't giving it up for no man, believe me.
Well, she should for us. She likes us, right? Hopefully.
Mr. Circos, you wouldn't know someone who could treat Hans Vorarlberg, would you?
Oh, not many pill pushers around here. Guess there's always the monks.
The monks, you say?
People around here say the patriarch of the monastery has healing powers. They also say he's a dingaling, a bit of a fanatic, if you know what I mean.
Well, whatever. I have no choice.
Well, we're going to have to talk to this dingling. But yeah, it's kind of weird sometimes when you choose certain responses. It kind of goes backwards in the conversation because we know what we need to do, and yet they talked as if we've just now come across this idea, you know? So, yeah. What can you do?
Mr. Circos, Could you please introduce me to the patriarch of the monastery?
Want my opinion? Best stay right away.
Oh, why's that?
Have you ever heard a showman and a priest sing a duet together? They think my cabaret is a den of debauchery, and that I'm a funky old miscreant luring lambs from the altar.
Really, Mr. Circos, we're not in the 19th century anymore.
But we're not too far here, Miss Walker. Believe me, best I don't put my finger in that pie.
Ew, I don't want to put fingers in anyone's pie.
Do the monks have a telephone?
They don't even have electricity. You'll have to go up there in person, Miss Walker. Then try to convince them to take care of your friend.
Well, we already know, but, just for completion's sake.
How do you get up to the monastery?
When you go out of here, turn right. You can't miss it.
Thanks a lot.
Well, one more time for good old sakes.
It's colder than the North Pole out there, Mr. Circos. Do I have to go up to the monastery on foot? There isn't some other form of transportation?
Don't even think about it, Miss Walker. Only pony can make it up there is Shank's pony. You're going to have to use your feet, I'm sorry to say.
I've got to go now.
Go quickly, Miss Walker, and good luck.
Mighty kind, Mr. Circos.
Well, thank you. I guess there's still nothing to do with it. I feel like we're going to have to do something with those eventually, but for now, let's go talk to Malka and get that. Luckily, she likes us, so she'll give us the key right immediately. No ifs, ands, or buts. Right? Right?
Tell me.
How is it going?
Tell me, how's it going?
He told me why they couldn't treat her at the monastery.
Yes, Kate.
Sometimes people get too sick and there's nothing that can be done.
Is your friend too sick?
I hope he isn't.
I'm going to help you, Kate.
Oh, well, good. I need help.
Can you help me, Malka?
Only if your friend is a little bit sick. Not too much or you'll be sad.
We'll see. Let's give it a try, Like for your mother, with the monks.
On the road to the monastery, there's a kind of box with sheets. The monks call them shrouds. I'm going to give you a token so you can get one. It's very important, Kate Walker.
Then what do I do with this shroud?
Take it and lay it over your friend's face.
Okay, I'll give it a try.
I've heard weird, more voodoo-ish magic before, but hey, why not?
Thank you for your help.
Come back and see me. I like you, Kate.
I don't remember what the actual story of the Shroud is for Jesus and stuff like that. It's been forever since I've straight up read the Bible, like, back to back. Last time I did that was like 20 years ago or something like that, I think. It's not something on my regular everyday to-do list, you know what I mean? Usually it's one of those things they boarded it up, can't get back in that way.
It's been barricaded. These folks don't like people just dropping in uninvited.
Well, poo. Alright. No going back in there. Not that we need to anymore, but alright, let's go get that Shroud. The Shroud of the Silver Monkey? Oh no, wait, that's Shrine. Never mind. Well, we're not going up there quite yet, Kate. We need to get the Shroud. You don't have to put on your goggles quite yet. Alright, let's yep, we got the token there. Pull the switch. Or lever. Yeah, we get a Shroud. Wow, there's a bunch of who's to stop us from taking multiple Shrouds though? Well, anyway, we take one Shroud. Because we're a good character. We're not gonna take all the Shrouds. Because we don't want to cause the death of another person, like, by accident. Although, not that... Actually, I guess technically death has caused the death of a person, but because they were trying to kill us, so... But not incidentally, it just kind of happened. Like with that crazy psycho that wanted the Russian singer on his own. That's one of those parts of the story that was kind of, like, weirdly intense. For the whole story being pretty a simple adventure game with nothing too nasty about it. And then all of a sudden we got this crazy person trying to kidnap a singer for his own glee, It's just like, where did this come from? Like, I'm fine with it. It's just weird, to pop up out of nowhere. So, alright, let's put the Shroud over his face and get get his wanted mug. Yeah, a lot of back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Alright. Hold still, Hans. This will only take this will only last a minute. There you go. There you go, Larry. Or let's see, was it from Mice and Men? I was trying to remember the guy from Mice and Men, like the secondary character. Was his Larry or something like that? I was trying to make a Mice and Men joke, by the way. Even though that's not a very good joke. You know. All right, put the shroud over him. Oh. We're not trying to drown you, by the way, Hans. We just need your juices. Well, Hans's shroud. Yeah, you can even see his face in the shroud there. That's kind of creepy when you think about it. Well, we got what we came for. Now it's all up to us to get to the monastery. Will the monks help us in our time of need to help Hans before he enters the land of Syberia the other way we know how? Or are they going to keep Kate Walker down because she's not one of them? Find out next time in the next episode of Syberia II. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.